Okay, hello everyone. So I'm working on American Standard, and as you see, I did a lot of videos on this furnace, but there was something wrong with my phone and my recording, so I had to delete a lot of videos. Basically, I was talking about the burners and stuff. But anyway, now as you see, this is your furnace. After it's cleaned out, in your furnace, you're gonna have all these things: the burners and inducer, transformer. Remember, this is a downflow furnace, so it goes downward. It's heating like the duct is in a crawl space or it's in a slab, concrete slab. But anyway, the idea here is this is the heat exchanger. In the regular furnace upflow, the heat exchanger is here, the blower is here. Now, because it's a downflow, the blower is here. I already removed the blower. I did a video how to remove the motor. You can see it. So in the meantime, we're going to start removing the heat exchanger. Basically, this is a heat exchanger. This is part of the heat exchanger. So this is the largest part, I believe, the front of the heat exchanger. Heat exchanger usually is held just by screws on the side. So for example, if I remove all these screws here, and you're gonna see it's gonna come off. Sometimes I have to remove this panel here. Maybe I have to. I'm not sure. I will show you in a minute. So basically, these are the screws that are holding the heat exchanger. So it's gonna be a difficult one. Okay, and there are screws here. So I'm gonna have to bring the furnace a little bit forward because I have to remove this panel here, which could be on the way. You can put it back. If you remove it, you can always put it back. It's not the end of the world, but I'll remove it because it's on my way. So I'm gonna be scrapping this. So in your case, you have to keep these stuff. You cannot just throw them away. So this basically heat exchanger is ready to go. The only thing is, I think the only thing is there is one screw that is holding, and I have to grab a longer bit so I can have a better leverage on this screw here. Okay, so now the thing is almost ready. All what I have to do now, I have to slide it out, I believe. Yep. So, there's one screw here. I believe it might be. There's one screw here. Remember, when you're doing this, it's a little bit tricky. So there's one more screw that's holding this furnace, the heat exchanger, which is here, I believe. Let me see. And now the heat exchanger is free to go. Sometimes it could be. Let's remove the transformer out of the way. So now the transformer is out of the way. Let me see. Sometime could be some screws holding it on the side. So you need to remove them. Actually, it's ready. So this is the heat exchanger. Now remember, it's a little bit difficult when you have a downflow furnace. So this is the heat exchanger. As you see, you can see. Let me bring the camera a little bit down. So as you see, your inducer motor works like a vacuum, and all the ignition cycle, whatever the flame, it starts firing, and it will be sucked immediately into these chambers, right? And then the motor will suck it. It's gonna travel into a tubular heat exchanger, or like a like a zigzag path, and then the exhaust motor. I try to put a mask on you because there's a lot of dust in this. So then it's gonna be the inducer will shoot it into the chimney, right? So here's the path I'm talking about. So the flame's gonna come in, and it's gonna go like this. Now this furnace, basically, it was burning really correctly, because if you see other videos, you can see a huge mark here. the burners were really strong, and no matter how much air you see coming, is not able to reduce the heat in here because the flame is firing like crazy and it's turning here. But this looks healthy. So these are chambers. Every every chamber could be usually between 20 to 25,000 BTU. So this is 60. As you see, sometimes the chamber can be really small, especially if it's a high efficiency furnace. So it could be less. It might be 15,000. Okay, so that's all that you need to know about the heat exchanger. And when they tell you there is a crack, usually it could be a crack in here. Okay? So that's all for now. Again, you put it back, you slide it in, and you put the screws back. Thanks for your time. Have a wonderful day.